Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, speech and debate, Mr. Becker. I thought for a really long time about what I wanted to do my project on, and I had no idea. I wanted to come up with something creative and fun to teach you guys how to do, but I didn't know anything. So then I found myself in class making a paper airplane, just because I wasn't thinking, I was just doing it. And then I remembered, in everyone's childhood, whether you were the kid that always made awesome paper airplanes and everyone was jealous of you, or you were the jealous kid who never learned how to make a paper airplane, we've all at least attempted this once in our lives. And so this is what I'm going to teach you guys today. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a basic, yet fast and sturdy paper airplane. So we're going to rekindle our childhood and make materials. A paper airplane you can make at anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a piece of paper and a flat surface. The best results. So here we have our piece of paper, and I painted them to all of you as well, so we can make one together. Now, design. This design is called the Lion, and it was taken from a website called PaperAirplanes.com, and it is supposedly the most simple, stable, and reliable design. Now this website, PaperAirplanes.com, is made by this engineer guy who's really, really smart, and he dedicated his entire life into making a website where there are at least 12 different kinds of paper airplanes you can make. And they all have different designs, and they all do different things. He even has one that you throw and it comes back to you. So if you're interested in that, I suggest you go to the website to find more designs. So we're going to start construction. The first step, you're going to have to follow the blue lines. I took these pictures from his website because they help a lot. So you fold it in half, as it says. Try to make your lines as precise as possible. And when you fold, try to use your nails, because defined folds will help your airplane fly better once we are finished. Is everyone finished with the first step? Yes? Okay, we're going to continue on. Then you're going to open up your paper airplane and turn it so the folded side is facing towards you. And you're going to fold those two flaps down, as it shows with the blue lines. Once again, try to make your folds very defined if you want your paper airplane to fly better. Alright, now we'll be moving on to the next step. In this step, once you have this where the flaps are, you're going to fold down again up to the point where it shows on the blue lines, but you have to fold on the side that the flaps are on. So I would fold mine down like this. Once again, there are many different kinds of paper airplanes, but this is just a basic, yet not too simple design. And one of the things that is really important when making a paper airplane is that you make a defined point. I did not really succeed at this, but if your point is more defined, your airplane will fly better and more straight. So I think everyone's done with that step. Then with this next one, we're not going to do exactly, because this guy who made the website was from Australia, and supposedly their papers are shaped and sized differently. And these papers are longer. Typical printing paper is longer. So we're not going to use the exact centimeters, but it works the same. So try to fold it about where he did. So I would fold mine like this, around here, because we can't measure it because we don't have the same. So make sure the point, once you fold it, the point, make sure that it is touching the middle fold, right here. Try to be as exact as you can. And try to not unnecessarily crinkle your paper. And then we're going to fold this back up, once again, not to the scale that it says, but you're going to fold a flap up here, around like this, and try to keep your middle fold straight, like it's still on a defined line. All right, now we're going to be folding the entire thing up. All right, I'm not quite sure which way it was. I forgot. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be folding it up this way so that all the other folds we made are on the outside. And then we're almost done. We only have a few steps left. Now we're going to be making the wings. These parts will end up folding down to make the wings. So right about in the corner, you're going to fold it down right here. And this might be a little hard because at this point the paper is pretty thick. But try to do the best that you can. I have my one fold. Now I'm going to flip around the paper and do the other one and make sure that the two wings are aligned. Right. Almost everything's done. Alright, and I believe this is the final step. You're going to fold down these parts to make flaps for the wings because it makes it fly more gracefully and for a longer period of time. Don't fold down too much, otherwise it'll throw your plane off, but about how much it shows in the paper. So you will now have something like this, with two flaps down on the sides. All right, now I'll tell you some facts about the paper airplane. They require you, if you want to study aviation or aeronautical engineering, I know David wants to, or he did before, building paper airplanes is part of the beginner courses. They actually make you design your own paper airplane and you get a better grade for it staying up longer. Because of course you have to build a paper airplane. You have to build real airplanes if that's what you want to study. And professional paper airplane makers do exist. It's actually considered a professional sport. And there's this one guy who is the best paper airplane maker and thrower in the world, and his paper airplane is really awesome. It's a professional sport, so if any of you don't know what to do after college, that should be an option for you. And surprisingly, paper airplanes actually fly better if they are heavier. Not too heavy, but heavy enough so that they have a direct target to go towards. The end. So now, these can be made at any time. I suggest not during classes to make other people mad. But yeah. And if you're interested in more designs, go to the website I mentioned earlier, PaperAirplanes.com, and try different ones out. The end.
Great.